just remarkable. The coaches coming together before the game. Bill Fenley, the dean of Big 12 coaches, and J.C. Hoyt is back after giving birth to her daughter just 10 days ago.
Does she have a cape coming out the back? That's like Wonder Woman stuff.
It is remarkable to see her. She wasn't at shoot-around this morning, but she is here to coach the game as Oklahoma State, in their white jerseys, has the first possession of the game on Gret Asi. The foul was on Ariana Jackson, the 5'9" sophomore. So many sophomores on this Iowa State squad. And Asi really has to step up because Emily Ryan for Iowa State may have more Big 12 experience than our entire team.
Well, Emily Ryan has started at Iowa State at the point since she's been there. And so anybody that is familiar with what it takes in the Big 12, that's Emily Ryan.
Ryan is that leader, along with Jackson. Harris getting the starting nod after a great game against UConn in the loss. Addie Brown and Audie Crooks. And a foul called on this end as Emily Ryan goes to the free throw line.
She is top 10 at Iowa State in assists, steals, and from the point guard position, blocks. She has 97 blocks in her career at Iowa State.
And she is the active NCAA's women's basketball leader in assists. She knows how to distribute the basketball. Cowgirls starting lineup: Smith, Hurd, Micah Gray is the leading scorer. Asi and Magassa. She will have the tough task of trying to defend Audie Crooks inside. Well, not too tough there as she swats it away.
Magassa and Crooks are going to have a great night facing each other.
Asi too long, but Stacie Hurd is there to gather the rebound.
Hurd is the player I was talking about in the open. She brings the energy, and she can score it.
Asi steps back. She had an air ball earlier in the possession. They had to play South Carolina right after they lost their only game of the year to UCLA. They had to play UConn the same week that they lost to Notre Dame. And then they have a couple of losses on the road to Iowa. Ariana Jackson for Iowa State picked up the foul on the other, and that's her second, so she's now on the bench. And Sydney Harris is back on, as well as Reagan Wilson. And how about Asi, another three?
How about the hesitation?
As Audie Crooks gets the ball.
And she needs to be able to hit her free throws because she is a focal point.
On a lot of the preseason watch lists, gets the ball in the paint. Misses both free throws, though, and Gret Asi, the only player that has scored so far for Oklahoma State. She's got all 8. Micah Gray leads the team in scoring, but how about that for the hustle play? Alexia Smith with the rebound, jumps up and gets the jumper from the baseline. They're 0 for 4 from three-point range.
But any look that Audie Crooks, number 55, gets has been a tough one.
And there, Addie Brown is able to drive all the way to the rim. Three-pointer goes down. Transfer from Seton Hall has made a big difference early for Oklahoma State. Addie Brown cashes in on a three.
I think Addie Brown has got to make shots, especially around the perimeter, open things up for Crooks.
Ball is tipped. Iowa State trying to cut into that 6-point deficit.
Yeah.
Brown, another. So a two-pointer, a three, and then back to the paint for Addie Brown. Pull-up jumper, smooth. Cross-court pass. Tanky picks up her dribble. 6 on the shot clock. Emily Ryan into the paint. Rises up, gets it to fall.
That's that experience we talked about. 4 years in the Big 12, understanding time and score.
These two teams met in the Big 12 opener last year here in Stillwater. And Micah Gray, watch the right block. Audie Crooks is being defended by Jones. And she can't track down the rebound. We mentioned this at the beginning of the game. Just had her first baby just 10 days ago. Harlow is her name. And here's J.C. Hoyt back on the sideline in this game. The Cowgirls directing them from the side. And as you're just joining us, Oklahoma State already 4 for 9.
Lack of or the weakness of their preseason, their pre-conference schedule? I don't think so. An open shot, you can hit it against anybody, and that's what the Cowgirls have proven.
Alexia Smith connecting on the free throws. Iowa State on the other side, 9 and 4 on the year. A very tough non-conference schedule, including games against UConn and South Carolina, and on the road at their rival Iowa. And Addie Brown had a terrific game in that game. She scores again. She's got 9, the leading scorer for Iowa State so far in this game.
Audie Crooks really garners a lot of the headlines when it comes to Iowa State, but I think that Addie Brown,
and she sends Gret Asi, the 5'8" senior from Estonia, to the free throw line. If she hits this free throw, we'll be in double figures here in the first quarter already.
You know, she can flat out score the basketball. Remember, she had 33 against Texas Southern. That's her career high.
8.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Oklahoma State up 22-15. Clock winding down. Emily Ryan gets it off and isn't able to get it to go down.
I have seen Crooks be a little frustrated. It looks like Iowa State is leaving the first option to have a driving lane opposite Crooks, and when that's not there, she's coming to the basketball. Her guards have to be patient to give her time to post up.
That's her first foul. Crooks gets it on the inbounds and back irons it. Oklahoma State is a team that has scored the basketball in non-conference play. 4 players average in double figures. They lead the Big 12 in points per game and three-point percentage, and they're 4 for 9 so far from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Gallagher-Iba turns and spins.
I think Oklahoma State is going to really challenge Audie Crooks in handoffs and ball screen action.
Sydney Harris, that's only the second three-pointer of the game for Iowa State, so a big one for the Cyclones.
Well, Harris is coming out against UConn. She was 5 of 7 from the three-point line.
Gret Asi turns. Gallagher-Iba, no. And Oklahoma State with another offensive board. They've got 5 offensive rebounds already. Hurd rises up, splashes it down. First basket of the game for Stacie Hurd, who averages 14 points a game. And Carolyn, over the last 3 games, she's averaged over 25 points per game.
She's just getting heated up, Hurd. Number 32 in white. I tell you, she can take over a game.
Harris drives strong. Crooks with the offensive rebound and put back. Crooks now has 4 points for Iowa State. Gret Asi bounces once, twice, and in. But what kind of team are they? They're 9 and 4, but how good are they?
I think that you take a page out of LSU's book, and Kim Mulkey, people said that she didn't schedule hard. You schedule for what your team needs to build for your conference play and the postseason.
And a shot clock violation.
Well, you talked about that Iowa game. If Addie Brown possibly hadn't fouled out, they really had a shot at knocking off the Hawkeyes.
Stacie Jones, who's coming off a big game, hits that jumper. And it's the biggest lead of the game for the Cowgirls. And Audie Crooks fouls.
She's got to change her path. She can't just say, I want to go on the block. If somebody's there, you got to go somewhere else.
But my goodness, it takes some
she
courage.
Paid for that.
It takes some courage. Alexia Smith splashes down. A lot of transfers on this Oklahoma State team. They had a lot of injuries last year. People left. And so Alexia Smith, the transfer from Virginia, one of those players making an impact.
One of the things J.C. Hoyt did when she brought the transfers in, it was also about character and fit. This team is having so much fun together.
Good passing, setting up the shot from three. Macy Gray. Beautiful baby girl, Harlow. Her team has come out to play with some fire today.
Well, and watching them leading up to this game, the intensity, especially on the defensive end and the depth that they've had, Boyd has been able to keep fresh bodies on the floor.
Asi kicks off to Stacie Jones. Good two-player game there. Oklahoma State's biggest lead of the game.
And Audie Crooks only one basket. And she's 2 for 4.
Sydney Harris hits the three-pointer.
They have just been money. Then you got to be ready to rotate.
Heward beats the rotation that time, and Oklahoma State up 39-23. Emily Ryan from the top of the key, short. Addie Brown there for the rebound, and she's fouled. The foul on Gray sends Addie Brown to the free throw line. A volleyball fan, but Louisville, who has the hometown crowd behind them, will have something to say about that.
Well, Iowa State's got to play Kansas State, UCF twice.
That one gets knocked out of bounds by the Cowgirls.
Is that the Alabama-Michigan State?
No, I believe that was the Duke loss.
Oh, that's right. South Florida.
Hate to steal the thunder of the studio.
Well, when we came to in the gym today, everybody we talked to about Staley's parents were like, I said, I would like to meet him. And when she was shooting with her left hand, she was coming across her body so that she had vision.
Just remarkable what she is able to do. Two-time Oklahoma State champion. And got back to practice.
Yeah, broke her nose in the same day, came back. That's Indiana toughness. She's from Nobleville, Indiana.
Here she is with the basketball. Reagan Wilson, the heir apparent to Emily Ryan, and she gets a tough layup. Micah Gray, the leading scorer on the team for the year. Boy, that was a lot of contact, no call. And then a foul on Oklahoma State. 2 for 4 from the field. And we mentioned earlier,
that's a free shot. She got to make that one. She only has 6 so far today. Actually, just 5.
5 seconds on the clock. Maybe a little too early. I don't think Langerman knew exactly how much time was left, but that's the way the first half will end.
They've got to find a way to get her the ball early and often.
You see her numbers on the season, and just 5 in the first half for the second leading scorer in the Big 12, Audie Crooks. But Oklahoma State led throughout the first half. They led by as many as 17 points, and they shot the ball well. And they get a good start from Alexia Smith to start the third quarter.
But what you don't want to do is just lean. You've got to continually move your feet.
A beautiful high-low pass there. Smith misses that one. And Crooks throws it away on the outlet pass. Hurd is fouled as she is shooting the free throw. Followed by number 8, Kansas, hosting Brown in men's basketball at the Fog. Both games on ESPN and the app.
Missouri had an early win knocking off Kansas.
They sure did.
Oh, man. They're going to be a dangerous team in the SEC. It's just ridiculous. Tennessee, Auburn, Alabama.
Audie Crooks called for the travel. Leading scorer for Oklahoma State in the first half, Gret Asi. 12 points. Gray steps back and cashes in on the 3. Crooks went to the floor. There's a double team again. So tough for her. And she gets a technical foul because she is frustrated and yelled at Scotty Yarborough, the official.
I think a little frustration. Crooks getting the ball down low, and and this is a player that experiences physicality every game. She said, and one. When you're playing against Iowa State, who's at the top of the scouting report? And it's Crooks. And so you know that anytime the ball is even looking to go inside, she's attracting 2 or 3 players.
For the technical, I should say. Makes both free throws.
Well, she's been such a good girl, really, from her freshman year.
Right.
For the first time to really express her frustration. Look, she's a star. She's an All-American.
Crooks, but it's a tall task.
And what Stacie Jones has to do is continue to reposition herself, because if she's late, just like that, Crooks is going to make her pay.
Jones, she can get by Crooks, can't she? She tries and scores.
Yeah, you called it. And that's why Crooks is trying to stay back, but Jones is so quick, and the elevation she has on her shot.
Crooks gets her own rebound and puts it back in. And Aubrey Jones, they both played or play in the Big 12. And Stacie Jones, not related, scores on the inbounds play.
That's it. That was one thing Bill Finley said aggravated him the most. The breakdown underneath the plays that were called. They've gone over it.
And Iowa State. And she completes the three-point play.
You talked about that history. I'm telling you, I'm going to watch it, Brenda. It's going to be exciting.
First time a woman head coach will be the head coach for a national champion volleyball squad. Excited to see it. Long time coming.
Jade Wooden's putting on the defense right now on Emily Ryan.
She keeps her dribble going, gets the ball out to Kelsey Jones for the 3.
Well, of course it'll be a Jones that answers it right at the last second.
And that's the first basket that has been made in this half that it wasn't Audie Crooks shooting it. Wooten with the 3.
That's almost like Oklahoma State felt disrespected that Iowa State win a zone with a 3-point shooting. They were like, you don't want to do that.
Wooten all over Emily Ryan, who keeps her dribble alive. Sydney Harris inside to Williams, who has it blocked. Jones scrambling out to Sydney Harris. Harris now with 9 points. She's made 3 3-pointers in the game. And a foul on the floor on the drive. Now at Oklahoma State, who's now in the SEC, and Kelsey on the roster for the Iowa State Cyclones. And we are waiting to see where she will go. Nice pass inside. Crooks goes by the defender easily that time. Wooten. Addie Brown, who's been quiet here in the third, draws the foul. 10 points all in the first half. Converts on that free throw that had over 400 points, 250 rebounds, and 150 assists.
Micah Gray's got to take over, number 3 in white for Oklahoma State.
Nice pass. Here's Micah Gray. Can she hit it? No, too strong. And Wilson, Jackson goes to the floor to get that rebound.
I think it was a good no call. I think there was some just incidental contact there.
Brown using the ball screen, looking for Crooks to roll. Instead, just dishes it off.
She put it up and left it. It's almost like she turned around before she saw it go through. She knew that was so automatic.
This is the closest Iowa State has been since the second quarter. Asi, no. And you're right, Oklahoma State has gone cold. Iowa State squeezing this lead.
Well, Oklahoma State has gotten out of a rhythm offensively.
Crooks from the free throw line, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, Crooks has found her rhythm.
Oklahoma State led by as many as 17 points in the second quarter. They led by 12 at the half, and Iowa State has climbed back in. Audie Crooks commits the foul. Audie Crooks picked up her third foul. Remember, she got a technical earlier. Been the go-to here in the third quarter. J.C. Hoyt, the head coach for Oklahoma State, on the sideline. She gave birth to a baby girl just 10 days ago, has not been at practice except for a little bit yesterday, but is back at the game today. She didn't want to miss the Big 12 opener.
Can you blame her?
Not at all. Not at all. How resilient and amazing.
Normally Emily Ryan takes the last shot to end a quarter.
The kick out to Jones, got it. Huge three-pointer. Iowa State on a 20-5 run.
Didn't say anything else, and she wasn't going to do it with her mouth, but do it with her work. And she took over in that third quarter.
Starting the fourth quarter here in Stillwater. Oklahoma State leading, hanging on to the 4-point lead. Came out at halftime and said the problem for Iowa State, Audie Crooks is not scoring. She took care of that in the third quarter.
And after she got that technical foul.
First field goal made by Oklahoma State since the 4:21 mark in the third quarter. Smith. Magassa back in. She got in foul trouble. 3 fouls early in the third quarter. And how about Gret Asi? Asi from Estonia had a terrific game against Iowa State last year. She said that Asi really needs to step up because she has the most Big 12 experience of anybody on this Oklahoma State team.
On Crooks, you have to move your feet. You can't hold her.
Addie Brown, wide open lane to the basket. Here's her. Rises up. Too strong, and Addie Brown with the rebound.
See, right now, Crooks is open. Just go straight in.
And has it stripped away, but right into the hands of Harris. Crooks calling for the ball on the baseline. Pulls up, got it. Stacie Hurd, excuse me, the fourth foul on Audie Crooks with 6:27 remaining in the game.
I'm going after her every time because she's got to make the decision to stay on the floor and foul or have to play soft.
Addie Brown for the top of the key. Jones, Kelsey Jones with the rebound.
Jones has given Iowa State some huge minutes.
Sydney Harris, no, and Jones got a hand on that one. Another opportunity, Jackson finally. Iowa State outscoring Oklahoma State by 9 here in the second half. And a foul called on the other side for Oklahoma State. Tenin Magassa also with 4 fouls.
Well, Wooten missed that free throw. And before that, Iowa State was 17 of 18.
Oklahoma State
From the free throw line.
3 team fouls for Oklahoma State here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Oklahoma State going with a little more experience. Wooten, a freshman in a tight game for the first time this season.
And a big three-pointer for Sydney Harris.
Against Connecticut, she's 4 of 8 from 3 today.
Micah Gray gets bumped and still finishes in this game. They just tied it up before Micah Gray hit the shot inside. Addie Brown misses, gets her own rebound, misses again, but she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Brown had 10 points in the first half. She's got 5 here in the second.
Magassa and Crooks both with 4 fouls. I'd go right inside. Magassa's got to be careful on the ball screens and make sure that she is set.
Have set a ghost screen there, and she goes up for her attempt.
Holy cow!
Hurd flying through to get that rebound.
See that.
Woo! And Micah. I think she's going to be ready for a nap after this one.
Mama and baby.
Inside to Crooks, and what a block by Magassa. Asi, I see you. Here in Stillwater for our Big 12 opener.
Iowa State's got to continue to play through Crooks.
Crooks posting up Magassa, and that's 5 fouls for Magassa. She had 30 points against Eastern Illinois, and before that, 31 against Iowa.
I would go inside. Go at Crooks or put. Yeah, right now in a ball screen and attack.
Crooks got away with just reaching in. Didn't foul, but was reaching in as the shot clock winds down. 6 seconds from the corner. No. Gallagher-Iba, big rebound. With Gallagher-Iba at the free throw line. Can't finish the three-point play. 1.5 to go. Iowa State down 7. They've got to be in a hurry here. From the corner, Sydney Harris. Brown gets the rebound, almost has it stripped away. Three-pointer goes in for Reagan Wilson.
And now Iowa State, they need to pick up pressure. They have got to make Oklahoma State play sped up. You can't afford to let the clock, it's a 2-possession game. Try to get the steal.
What a smart move by Asi, who let the ball roll all the way down. Yes, the clock continues to run, but the shot clock doesn't start until she picks up the ball, so it extends time for Oklahoma State. Staley Hurd takes it right at Crooks, misses. Here comes Iowa State, down 4. Wilson pulls up short.
They got a foul. They got a foul. You got a foul.
And J.C. Hoyt steps in and calls a timeout. Audie Crooks on her, trying to obstruct her view. Hurd looking, gets it to Asi. And she has found Scott Yarborough and Angelica Suffren checking with the scorer's table for something very quickly, and it puts Asi at the free throw line. She makes.
So now Finley really just needs to rebound it, go quick. If you can go get a quick score and not have to burn that timeout, but he's going to go ahead and use it. Keep an eye, number 25 in red.
Go to Crooks, back out to Brown, rises up short. Who comes away with the rebound? Oklahoma State.
We got a foul.
And the coaching staff is yelling to foul, but Oklahoma State is able to play keep away. Clock is running down. Iowa State can't get to them to foul. And finally, 21 seconds. I can't imagine 10 days after giving birth and watching your team.
Well, Jamie Player said that JC texted the staff this morning and said, I feel great. I'm going to be there. I'm coaching this game.
Both free throws are made. Crooks will get one basket, but not enough. And the Cowgirls with the victory, winning the Big 12 opener against Iowa State.